ball game.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to Shonen Hoops. As you can see, it's just me today, it's your boy Omar. Okay, so you already see the title. December 15th just passed recently, so now a lot of people are able to be traded that signed in free agency. So now I thought it'd be a good idea to see what the most recent trade ideas Bleacher report had. So before we get into it, I will say, yes, Andy is still here. He's a little locked into something right now for the next couple months, which no problem at all. But that would also give me an opportunity that I'm working on something else. I have 2 IPs I would not be able to do with him regardless because he's not the biggest fan of them. One of them I have been able to find a pathway to do it, so I'm excited to bring that out as well. But with that being said, let's get right into it. The first deal. Okay, you know what? Alright, so LeBron called the Golden State apparently. That's actually insane. Anyone want to see what the deal is? No? No? Okay, let me see. LeBron, Cam Reddish, and Bronny James. For Andrew Wiggins, Anthony Melton, Kuminga, Brandon Brzezinski, Gui Santos, and a couple of first rounders. So, obviously, by this recording, the Anthony Melton has already gotten traded, which I really like that deal for Golden State anyways, and for Brooklyn. Brooklyn can finally start losing. But in terms of this deal, the general concept of sending LeBron to Golden State, I don't think the Lakers end up moving LeBron in any way, shape, or form. If they do, I would like to see him go to Golden State. I think it would be really fun. Give Steph and LeBron one more shot to win a title in their careers. I think that could be really fun. But in terms of what the Lakers would get back, LeBron has started his career, so I don't know how high his value really is. Not necessarily because of his talent, but because of how old he is and understanding he only has 2, maybe 3 years left. Who really knows? But for this package, it's clear that Kuminga is the golden prize. Wiggins is there to fill out, to make sure the salary works. Brandon Brzezinski has been awful this year. It's really crazy that Utah almost got him for Larry Marketing. Larry Marketing, like the Utah Jazz, have to be very ecstatic that deal never happened because they would be in shambles if that's what they got, what the return was. Brzezinski's always in his second year. I expect him to turn it around. But with that being said, not looking pretty. Hey, this deal could be very interesting. I would like to see LeBron and Steph. We saw what they could do, still do in the Olympics, to see the veterans have one more shot at the young guns. Alright, the second deal. Zach LaVine to Orlando. Okay, no thank you. Zach LaVine for KCP, Cole Anthony, Jet Howard, and a 2025 second rounder. Okay, I get that the Chicago Bulls want to move Zach LaVine. I don't know if this is what gets it done. For what Orlando needs, I'm not necessarily ready to do that all-in move. Paulo Carroll and Franz Wagner are still very, very young. I believe 22 and 23 respectively. And the moment Orlando is ready to do that all-in move, they really need to be ready, because now with this damn second apron, which really I'm not a big fan of, really you put yourself in a window. I'm more of a fan of trading for a guy like Cam Johnson. I'm not ready to move on from KCP. KCP and Jalen have been really good defensive in the backcourt. I expect him, Ben Carroll, once he comes back, which should be soon, hopefully, crossing my fingers. Jalen Suggs' shooting should come back up. I refuse to believe KCP is going to continue to shoot this ball. I expect him to be better. Jet Howard, he's really losing his minutes. Tristan Silva is outplaying him. Gary Harris has a coach's trust. I believe Cole Anthony in his coming up stretch is going to be able to step up. I don't know that Zach Livingston is that all-in piece, and especially for that, what that contract is, and then you're really locked in. I would more prefer a rotational upgrade piece like a Cam Johnson from Brooklyn, and I'm sure Brooklyn would be enticed by a guy like Jet Howard, regardless. All right. Nikola Vucevic to the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm actually quite a fan. Vooch out to Brandon Clark, John Christopher in a top 10 first round. Okay, so the Bulls finally moving on from Vooch. I'm a fan of that. The Bulls were supposed to have already started to take this thing down with giving up DeRozan in free agency. Now they're rumored to be in full sale of Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball's another guy I wouldn't mind Orlando going after. An actual point guard that's he's still pretty damn good when he's able to be on the floor. If the Magic are confident in his medicals, I say go for it. Buy low, but I digress. The Chicago Bulls, Nick Vucevic. Okay, yes, I like this for the Bulls. The Bulls finally move on from Vooch. Vooch has been very, very good player this year. And in terms of the fit for the Memphis Grizzlies, I like that, especially next to Jaren Jackson Jr., Defensive Player of the Year. He really hides Vooch's weaknesses. Vooch is able to spread the floor. You can run a little bit of offense to him. I liked them a lot. I liked them a lot in New Orleans as well. I just didn't know how that deal would work. But now New Orleans in a fire sale as well. I don't know so much for that deal. But Vooch to the Memphis Grizzlies, if they're able to get this done, I like this a lot. Having a lineup of Ja, like Desmond Bain or Gigi Jackson when he comes back, and then Jaren Jackson and Vooch, I like that a lot. That also gives you a nice two-man center between Vooch and Zach Edey. I like that a lot. And I believe there is one more. No, two more. Hell nah. Hell nah. Brandon Ingram for Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, Dieng, and no. Why would no. J-Dub has been so good for this Thunder team, and there's no reason. You don't, especially as a young team, you don't want to mess up the team chemistry. You don't want to make the same mistake you made with James Harden. I'm not saying J-Dub is going to turn into... not J-Dub. Lou Dort. Lou Dort is that ace defensively. He's a very good defender. But regardless, if I'm New Orleans at the same time, I don't know if I like this. Like this package. What the hell's the first rounder from Denver gonna do? Until Jokic is gone, these first rounders ain't nothing, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like if you're New Orleans, you can get a lot more for Brandon Ingram. And if I'm OKC, I'm not touching this roster. You're number one in the West without having both Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren at the same time. Alright, and then finally, Jimmy Butler to the Denver Nuggets. Jimmy Butler and Larson from MPJ, Zeke Naji, Dario Saric, and a first round picks, essentially. Swaps. But I don't know. Low key, the idea of this trade, I don't mind it. Jimmy Butler and the Denver Nuggets will basically give the Denver Nuggets one more shot at it before their window closes with this current group. MPJ, I believe, would be moved to a third team though. I don't know what the Miami Heat would do with MPJ. I feel like if you're the Miami Heat and you're finally ready to move on from Jimmy Butler, you would more want to blow it up. I don't understand what the point is of like hanging on to mediocrity. There's no value in that at this point. Like I love Bam, but I don't know that the Miami Heat have that young number one to lead into the next era of Miami Heat basketball. I believe they would have to look for it, and the Miami Heat's window is closed. Again, I said this when the year started. They're going to be a good 7-8 seed, maybe the 6th seed. With how bad Philadelphia got to this year, and Indiana still can't seem to get their shit together. But with that being said, I like the idea of Jimmy Butler being sent to Denver. Jimmy Butler, Jamal Murray, two clutch players that are very good closers would make Jokic's life easier. I like that idea, but I feel like you would have to reroute MPJ to a third team and then feed Miami young guys and picks and let them hit the reset button. But I think that's it for this. Yeah. Alright, guys. Let me know what you guys think below about these trade ideas. Who else do you guys think could be moved? me and Andy will probably look at the rumor mill for one of these coming up videos. But other than that, hit the subscribe button, like this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.